Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the Information Purification Directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of vain contradictory thoughts. Our unification of thoughts is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
Hello and welcome to Kubby TV. This is your host, Steve Kubby. And in today's show, we're going to take a look at my hometown of South Lake Tahoe and battle with the city attorney, who is clearly in violation of the law and is determined to block any effort by citizens in this town to get an initiative on the ballot, not just for medical marijuana, but for other issues as well. Now, I'd like to read to you an article that I wrote for the local paper that explains what's going on. Like the paid parking foes who received a, quote, rejection, unquote, of their initiative earlier this week, our medical marijuana voter initiative was also rejected. That makes two separate citizen groups that the South Lake Tahoe City Attorney has denied their First Amendment rights, and twice that he has flaunted the law to exercise authority he doesn't have. The city attorney claims, quote, "It is the duty of the city attorney to review the text for compliance with California law. If the text is proper and appropriate following that review, the city attorney should provide a ballot title and summary allowing the circulation of petitions," unquote. That is not what the law says. Here is the actual law that pertains. Section 9203A. Any person who is interested in any proposed measure shall file a copy of the proposed measure with the elections official with a request that a ballot title and summary be prepared. This request shall be accompanied by the address of the person proposing the measure. Within 15 days after the proposed measure is filed, the city attorney shall provide and return to the city elections official a ballot title for and summary of the proposed measure. The ballot title may differ from other titles of the proposed measure and shall express in 500 words or less the purpose of the proposed measure. In providing the ballot title, the city attorney shall give a true and impartial statement of the purpose of the proposed measure in such language that the ballot title shall neither be an argument nor likely to create prejudice for or against the proposed measure, unquote. Please note that, quote, any proposed measure, unquote, may be submitted, and the city attorney must issue a ballot title and summary. The word, quote, shall, unquote, means, quote, mandatory, unquote, as it relates to the issuing of ballot title and summary. I publicly challenge the city attorney to provide a legal basis for his authority to reject a voter initiative because the language of Section 9203A of the California Election Code is clear enough, and he does not have any authority to decide what petitions qualify for the ballot. Furthermore, by rejecting our initiative, the city attorney has directly violated one of the key warnings of Section 9203A by creating an argument of, quote, rejection, unquote, which creates extreme prejudice against our proposed measure. Worse still, the city attorney is directly obstructing our First Amendment right to petition our government under color of law. Such obstruction can only serve to create the appearance of a city government at war with the community, determined to block opposition through unlawful means. So far, not one word from any city council members to speak out against this outrageous and unprecedented attack upon the right of the people to seek redress through the initiative process. Indeed, to the citizens who seek redress on the issue of paid parking, as well as those who seek a sane medical marijuana policy, these illegal actions by the city attorney and the silence of the city council calls into question the judgment and character of those who are supposed to serve us. Well, as you can see, I didn't mince words, but you know, this guy's a crook. He's stealing our rights. He's breaking the law. He deserves no respect. And after I published this letter, I sent a communication just to him and the city council. Here's what my email had to say. Mr. Watson, that's the city attorney, please find a PDF of a title and summary that your predecessor issued less than 2 years ago to us for an initiative which was virtually identical to the one you rejected. This previously issued title and summary proves your objections are arbitrary and capricious. I urge you to immediately issue the attached title and summary and stop playing games with us. Let freedom grow, Steve Kubby. You know, I'm kind of glad this happened because we're filming all of this and we are going to be instructing people on how to reclaim their particular jurisdiction, be it a city or county, from the social conservatives who have typically hijacked the city council for their own repressive agendas. Now, we know that we have the votes here in South Lake Tahoe. Take a look at this poll from the local newspaper. Add up the those that want legalization and those that just want medical, and you'll see that there's 75% support in our town for that. And you know, that's confirmed by the 2010 vote in South Lake Tahoe, where 58% voted yes for full legalization. That was Prop 19, Richard Lee, Oaksterdam. And only 42% opposed full legalization. So the city council and this city attorney have hijacked the legal and governmental processes to impose an agenda that we don't want. And when we resort to our First Amendment right and our right in California to launch an initiative and change government through a vote of the people, we see the true nature of the government here in South Lake Tahoe to block by any means necessary, even if it's illegal, the will of the voters. This has been Steve Kubby with Kubby TV, wishing you a great 420 day.
So heavy where I stand.